What's going on, guys? Welcome back, channel. Welcome back to another video. We'll go over the free agency rundown in this video. So far, who's been signed as of late. We got draft stuff. Haven't heard too much on that. There was some rumors of an Alex Highsmith trade. Haven't heard much about them, and condolences to Chuck Norris's family. Man, what a dude. And if you all don't know who Chuck Norris is, I don't know what to tell you. Death looks under his bed for Chuck Norris. I'll put it like that. Chuck Norris doesn't look under his bed for death. Death looks under his bed for Chuck Norris. Just saying. So let's go team by team here signing. Cardinals, Isaac Samalo, the guard, Tyler Algier, Roy Lopez, Kendrick Bourne, Jack Gibbons, 27-year-old linebacker, Elijah Wilkinson, another guard, Gardner Minshew, Andrew Wingard, the safety, Devin DuVernay, 28-year-old receiver, Andrew Billings, defensive tackle, LJ Collier, another defensive tackle, Casey Kretter, long snapper, Matt Pryor, another guard, Sterling Thomas, the fifth, 26-year-old corner. They re-signed our former receiver from Stanford from a couple years ago, about 4 years ago, I guess now, Simi Fehoko. Jonah Williams, inside edge rusher from the Rams, formerly of the Rams. Zonovan Knight, 24-year-old running back. And Tegan Quatoriano, 25-year-old tight end, 26 now, from Atlanta. We'll go over the contract details in another video. For the Falcons, they got Jake Bailey, a punter. Nick Folk, the kicker, formerly of the Cowboys. Olamide Zacharias, 28-year-old receiver, formerly of the Bears. Austin Hooper. Cam Thomas, edge rusher that was drafted a couple years ago by the Cardinals. Has had stints with the Chiefs as well as the Browns. Deshaun Hand, former defensive tackle. Samson Ebukam, another edge rusher. Christian Harris, 25-year-old linebacker. Mikael London, interior defensive lineman, 5 technique tackle, I believe. Chris Williams, another interior defensive lineman. Corey Levin, center. Aziz Ojulari, I think he's with the Eagles. Edge rusher. Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback from Alabama all these years ago, drafted over Justin Herbert. And the reason Brian Flores is no longer a head coach. Will he beat out Penix? And yeah, who knows? Channing Tyndale, 25-year-old linebacker, and Darnay Holmes, 27-year-old corner. Baltimore Ravens, Trey Hendrickson, of course. John Simpson, guard. Jalen Hawkins, 28-year-old safety. Chidobe Awuzie, former Cowboy. Corner, Durham Smythe, tight end. Javon Gwynn, a center. He ain't no Tyler Lindenbaum, so yeah. Buffalo Bills, they signed Bradley Chubb, so our linebacker options get even thinner. And that's we try to do a trade. D. Alford, corner. Kyle Allen, quarterback. Chancey Gardner-Johnson, the safety that's bounced around from Lions, Eagles, Bears. Mitch Wisnowski, old punter, and Geno Stone is safety. Former of the Ravens, I believe. Carolina Panthers bringing the pain. Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Sam Martin, punter, Kenny Pickett, former first-round pick of Steelers, Rasheed Walker, former tackle of the Packers, Luke Fortner, former center of the Saints, Stone Forsythe, former right tackle, I think of the Bears. Try to think. John Mechie, 25-year-old receiver, James Mitchell, 26-year-old tight end, David Moore, 31-year-old wide receiver, Caleb Evans, 26-year-old corner, Isaiah Simmons bounced around the league a little bit, 27-year-old linebacker, Travis Gibson, 28-year-old edge defender, Claudin Charles, 27-year-old linebacker, Robert Rochelle, he's been with the Falcons, a couple other teams, A.J. Dillon, running back, Nick Scott, safety. And we'll get into all the guys' stats and where they've come from and all that in another video as well. Chicago Bears, of course, get the prize safety from the Seahawks, Kobe Bryant. They get our former defensive tackle, Neville Gallimore. Cam Lewis, corner. Case Keenum, quarterback. Braxton Jones, 26-year-old left tackle. Could play right tackle. Khalif Raymond, 31-year-old receiver. I think he come from Detroit. Elijah Hicks, 26-year-old corner. Kentavious Street, 29-year-old interior defensive lineman. Jalen Jones, 28-year-old safety. Jordan McFadden, 26-year-old guard. Jack Sanborn goes back from the Cowboys to his former team, the Bears, 25-year-old linebacker. And then James Lynch, 27-year-old 5 technique, used to be with the Patriots back in the day. Cincinnati Bengals. You lose Trey Hendricks and your defense was bad enough. Not only do you lose him to make your defense worse, you lose him to the freaking Ravens. Oh. And you replace him with Boy Mafe, who had 2 sacks. Yikes. And is only a few years younger. Ain't like you got a 23 or 24 year. You better hope Shamar Stewart pays off. Because Joseph Asai left. I don't know. I don't think they've signed Cam Sample back. Tip of the hat to getting Brian Cook to safety. Jonathan Allen, interior lineman, is okay. Josh Johnson. And that's it. So Joe Burrow screwed again. The Cleveland Browns, who still suck. No matter what they do. Zion Johnson, the guard from formerly of the Chargers. Elton Jenkins, formerly of the Packers, 30-year-old center. Quincy Williams, the former Jets linebacker. 29-year-old Tevin Jenkins, formerly of the Bears. Now they went with them last year. Corey Bojorquez, punter. Jack Stoll, 28-year-old tight end. D'Angelo Ross, 29-year-old corner. Trey Avery, 29-year-old safety. Kalia Davis, 27-year-old interior lineman. A.J. Epineza, former Buffalo Bill. Tylan Wallace, 26-year-old receiver. Daniel Thomas, 27-year-old safety. Yeah. Some decent ones, but nothing to jump to the moon about. Well, here's the Cowboys, so... We got Jalen Thompson, which is great. 27-year-old safety. P.J. Locke, 29-year-old safety. Kobe Durant, 27-year-old Los Angeles corner. Otto Ogbonia, interior lineman, that's a pretty good one. Sam Williams, Sam Howell, that's good. I think he's going to beat out Joe Milton Sorry, I know y'all gonna scream at me, but Matt Hennessy, the former 49ers center, because you lost Brock Hoffman, and used to be on our roster, Tyrus Wheat. So go thresh that wheat, I guess. I don't know. He didn't work out last time. I don't know. The safeties are great and all, but the Denver Broncos, J.K. Dobbins, the running back, Alex Singleton, the linebacker, little Jordan Humphrey, the receiver, Jaleel McCollin, the running back, Adam Prentice, fullback, Matt Henningsen, interior defensive lineman, and Tyson Anderson, the safety. Not horrible. The Detroit Lions got Cade Mays. Now, is he better than Lindenbaum? Close enough that his deal is a lot better than Lindenbaum, and he's only a year older. So, Larry Borum, right tackle. Rocky Sin, the corner. Malcolm Rodriguez, their linebacker from Arkansas. Christian Azian, the safety. Isaiah Pacheco, running back from the Chiefs. Roger McCreary, the corner from the Rams and the Titans. The Dallas once looked at. Trevor Nowaski, their linebacker for the last couple of years. Tyler Conklin, Tom Kennedy, receiver. Greg Dortch, wide receiver. DJ Wonnum, edge defender. Teddy Bridgewater, backup quarterback, former Viking, former first-round pick of the Vikings. And Damone Clark, former Cowboy and Texan. So they've done okay. And we're going to stop there. We'll do another video for the rest of the teams. And next up is going to be more of the draft. So if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love you all and peace out.